What's going on? How's everybody doing? We made it. It was close, but we made it. We barely made it there for the ceremony. The kitchen staff people, it was an outside wedding. They snuck us through the back and through the kitchen area, and we just kind of like sifted into the back and got to watch, I don't know, the last 10 minutes, the I do's of the ceremony. Got to see our friends we haven't seen very much, in the last year or so because of this COVID stuff. Had a nice time, but you know, the reception's still going on. But Kim and I, we, said our goodbyes and headed home so we could be here and do our live with our new friends too. So here we are. We got some cool stuff happening. Going to start working on the interior body work this weekend, if you will, and maybe this window a little bit more. I already did some stuff on it, but tomorrow we're going to get a little more involved with it. Who we got in here? Kevin, what's going on? How we doing? There's our buddy Rick. What's happening, Rick? Glad you guys could make it. There he is. There's Chaz. That was Chaz's motorcycle on our thumbnail. Anybody that didn't know, hey, there's Grady. Yeah, man, it was close. It was very, very close. It was what was it, Kim? Like 8:40, 8:42-ish when we pulled into the driveway. Had to get out of my dress clothes and into my t-shirt, grab my stuff, and head out. Who else do we? Oh, One's here. What's up, buddy? Chris made it. What's going on? Mark Litchfield. How we doing, man? Glad everybody's here. We got some cool stuff. Check this. This shirt is a one of one. I got it from Sticker Mule. They had a one shirt for $9 sale. So I was going to unveil, and you guys seen it in the picture on our community page. We got a new sticker. So I went ahead and I said, well, give me the sticker emblem on the breastplate for my $9 shirt. But these will be a part of the sticker pack giveaway now. I figure it's kind of fun to get a new sticker because a lot of you guys have already won the sticker and we still have the number guess game, and it's not fair. You guys always spin it again, spin it again. Well, if you don't have the new sticker, you're going to want it, right? I don't know, but it's fun to put some new stuff into the mix. What else we got in here? What's good? Jason's Garage is here. Bob Rosson's here. What's going on, man? How we doing? Very cool. Hey, Chris made it. Thanks, brother. Howie Mook. Everybody. Oh, Paul White's here. Paul, what's going on, brother? Everybody's in here. Very cool. Very cool. Jason, good, man. All right. And like I said, I'm going to be messing with the car pretty good tomorrow. I'm going to start getting into the messy phases of the sandings and stuff. Our bed liner came today, but I'm not ready for it because I want to paint the dash first and then I'll mask the dash off. Because I was talking to the body man, and he was suggesting that I paint the perimeter where I'm going to put the seam sealer. He thinks I should paint it with that the primer sealer, the DP stuff. He wants me to, spray that. He said it'd be real good, and then put my seam sealer down. And after I do that, then I'll spray it with and I got Raptor liner. We didn't mess around. We got the good stuff. We're going to do the trunk and the floor. You'll never see the floor because I'm going to put sound deadening on it, but we'll know it's good and protected, right? But you'll see the trunk. Obviously, I'll have the trunk and the inside quarters done with the Raptor liner. I'm going to do the package. I'm going to sand the package tray out. I'm going to sand the dash out. I'm going to go all the way to 400 in bare metal. And after I go 400 in bare metal, then we put the DP90 on there. And once it flashes off, I'm told we can switch right over to our Hot Rod Black. And it's like, now you're primed, you're sealed, and you can paint as soon as it flashes off. I'm going to give it an hour. I read the data sheet, and I've never painted before. I don't know how it's going to go. I have the cheapy paint gun from Harbor Freight. But we're going to do the best we can. It is what it is. I'll pull one of the panels out of the garage. I got the shed. I got I'll paint the door real quick just to make sure I could do it. But We're gonna paint the steering column, all our garnish molding, and the package tray and dash. Once that's done, I'll mask all that stuff off, and then we'll do the floor. And that's going to be fun. That'll be its own little video. Wrap the line in the floor. I got some stuff planned out. The parts are coming in. Kim's like, today she texts me, "What the hell did you order? What do you got coming in here?" And I said, "Oh, that's the wrap the line." I ordered that a couple weeks ago. Sometimes I order stuff out of sequence because I get a little excited, But it's okay. We're going to use it all. What else we got? Oh, Andy's here. Hey, Andy. And Turlo's Garage is here. Floyd's here. What's going on, Floyd? Did I miss anybody else? Left for Dead Garage is here. Very cool, man. Very cool. Over here, Stop Scat Industries is here. Shop Cat Industries. Let me try that for a third time. I finally got it right. There's my buddy Mike, Fuel Fire Garage. All right. I think I got everybody now. If I missed anybody, holler out and say, "You didn't say my name." Because I try to say hello to everybody. You guys know that. Big dog in the house. Oh, man. You guys crack me up. Hey, I got my beans. We'll have some in a few minutes once I settle down. But these are the beans I've been telling you guys about for the past 2 weeks. They're the sting beans, they call them. Zing beans, they call them. And they do got some zing to them. With all that hot stuff in the bottom there. It's Thai chili. And I brought one can of beer out because I gotta have them with beer. Just catching up. Oh, they're tough, man. You can only take a couple at a time. Like I said, we got here so late after being at the wedding and then the reception. My hands were too full to bring everything out. Next week, I'll show you guys. There was a couple people said they never had or seen pickled eggs. We got a jar of them in there too. But I had too much stuff in my hands because I brought my regular water out because I get a little dry after running my gums for so long. Wait a minute. What are we talking about? I missed. I love ham and beans, dude. Oh yeah. Last night Kim made me that soup again. She made the what's the name of it? Kim. This the soup that don't. It's vegetable soup without meat. What's it called? Minestrone. Oh, it was good. 2 big bowls. Believe me, after all them vegetables, these beans, they ain't gonna mess me up. It was nice, Kevin. Like I said, the wedding, it was like, you guys got to imagine because of last year with COVID, going into this year, the weddings are all corks. They're bottlenecking. So people are taking what they could get. The wedding was at 4:30 on a Friday, and I don't know if any of you guys been through Delaware and trying to get down past the Christiana and everything. All the highways merge at once. It's a nightmare. There was no way we were making it on time. I got done at 3. Come home, rinsed off quick. We jumped in the truck and we were on the road by about 3:45, I think. We got there at 4:53. The wedding started at 4:30, but they were probably late starting because the staff, they grabbed Kim and I because it was an outside wedding, and they walked us through the kitchen and we slid out through the back of the bar and made it. And we saw like the last, I guess it was at least 10 minutes, right, Kim, of ceremony. We got to see them saying their vows to one another. And, the whole man and wife thing. And then the reception was beautiful. We got to watch the toasts, all the toasts, and then the cutting, right up to the cutting of the cake, and right after the cutting of the cake, when everybody starts boogieing and stuff, that's when Kim and I was ready to boogie on out the door. you know, 4 hours is enough for me. 3.5, 4 hours is enough for Brian, especially after I've been awake since 4 o'clock this morning, guys. It's the time I get up to go to work. Yo, Brian's made it. Thanks for coming in, Brian. Cool, man. All right. So tomorrow, like I was saying, tomorrow I'm going to start really diving into the inside of the car. And I'll shoot like stuff. I'll make a video out of it. I'll make it as interesting as I can. I'll bring you guys in and out. But I also we met somebody online that lived right around the corner, and he's going to bring his wife over. He wants to see the car tomorrow around 1 o'clock. So that'll be kind of cool. Let him come over. That's how I met Phil. Phil saw my friend Guy at work, told him about my channel. He watched the channel. He come over to see the car. The guy ended up helping me start it. You form a friendship that way. He helped me fix that bike. I went over there and got to help him work on that bike a little bit. Well, more watch him work on the bike, maybe help a little when he, Poppers. So anyway, let's see these beans. We'll crack the beer and have the beans. Now, you guys, anybody free to join me for a beer? I don't drink a whole lot of beers. I actually had one at the wedding. Then I switched right over to coffee. Coffee's my go-to. There you go, Andy. I like the high life. It's the champagne of beers. Ooh. Oh. You don't, if you open this jar and you take a little, you ain't even got to trim your nose hairs. That's what I said. Anybody just come in? Oh, they call them zing beans, and it takes about 3 or 4 chews, and then the zing hits you. Thanks for coming in, Jason. Appreciate you. Oh, that's good. But like I said, you're gonna have, for me, it's kind of like bar food. They always have eggs or something pickled up on the bar. If you're gonna have pickled beans, you got to have a beer. Just the way it is. But I'll tell you, it's always been one of my favorite vegetables, no matter how you cook it. Who don't like a string bean? I got pickled eggs in the house, Bri. I'll bring them out next week. This week, I didn't have enough hands. I barely had enough time to log on. Whew, yeah. 1, 2, 3, cheers. Everybody have a beer. I got to tell you, I know bodywork sucks, right? At least that's what I'm told. And I can kind of see it. We're not going to be too bad on it because of all the new sheet metal we got. The front clip's going to be a mess, but that's all right. I'm kind of looking forward to it. I kind of see like a tiny glimpse of the end of the tunnel. You know what I mean? The end of the rainbow. It's like we've danced around everything. So when we actually go in and do everything, it's not going to be that bad. A lot of stuff is already done. Nothing wrong with that, Jason. After a hard day's work, crack a beer. I used to drink quite a bit. I wouldn't say alcoholic or nothing, but now I'm like, I got lit. I don't know how long was it ago? About a month ago. My buddy from work, Bob, was over, and we got pretty hammered. Well, not for me hammered. I had 6, 8 beers. I was feeling pretty good. And before that, I bet you it was a year. But I've had beers. Don't get me wrong, but to catch a buzz off alcohol had been over over a year or two. But I got to call him up and have him back out here because I had a lot of fun that day. Just sitting out here shooting the shit, looking at the car. He come out to see the motorcycle actually. Mm. Mm. I'll end up eating these things all night, not even talk. Telling you they're good. Maybe, hun, we should get a jar of these and raffle them off. I don't know how they'd ship a glass jar. I guess we'd have to wrap it up pretty good. But ooh, somebody will win a chance at what it tastes like. They're not hard. They're not terrible hot. They're really not. But they got a zing. They got a bite to them. They're a little zing. Brian, I do the same thing sometimes. I'll get so caught up. It'll be, you go 2 or 3 days, right? And some guys, like, look at Don over at Don's Hot Rod Shop. Man, he'll pump out 3 videos. And sometimes I'll catch them right away. And sometimes I got to watch 2 or 3 in a row. Like I'm on the third junkyard. I got to do the end of the third one. And I think there's a part 4. And then he did like a video or 2 after. And it's like I watched the one after. Now I got to go back and watch the other 2 because you get out of order. I got so many channels too. I try to watch a little bit of everything that everybody puts out. Or I try not to miss anything. And all while working a full-time job and trying to run my own videos. I was watching today at lunch. I was number 4 today, Kevin. Right, Dan up at Didi Speed Shop. He usually puts his out. Like I think he's got like an 11 o'clock time where he puts his videos out, and that's right at when the break time whistle goes off at work. So if I got my hands washed already and I'm just sitting down, it's right at 11 o'clock. I got a chance to be one. But today, when he put it out, I must have been drying my hands because I was number 4. 3 YouTube channels. Dang. That's crazy, man. It's hard enough with one. Not you. Not you, Bry. There you go. That's a good idea. Can of pop. Now, most of the time for me, it's going to be pop, or excuse me, Kim will tell you, soda. It'll be soda most of the time. But I like when I'm having pickled stuff or whatever. I got beer. I have beer. Andy, I know you pop a beer. Hey, L and C. It's all right. You're late. Thanks for coming in. Henry made it. Very cool, man. All right. All right. We got some people flowing in now. I was a little nervous because you guys know we always do 8:30. 9 o'clock, that half hour. I needed that window to get home. But it's very cool that everybody still made it in. Well, mostly everybody's here. I hope Gorney makes it. I wanted to ask him. I don't know if any of you guys follow Gorney over on Instagram. He put up a cool picture the other day. It's a broken off piece of a fiberglass front end for I think it's a 55. It's either a 55 or a 56. I'm going to say it's a 55, and it is bad. Oh, excuse me, I was going to say a cuss, but I decided not. All right, let me see here. I think I saved it to my phone, but I wanted to ask him because I was thinking about if I don't get any pictures from anybody next week, I was going to ask him if I can make this the thumbnail. I don't know if you guys see that. It's like it's a broken out off piece of fiberglass, and I think it's so cool, man. You know what I mean? So I was going to ask him if I could use that as a thumbnail. It's his picture, so I'm going to ask. I told him, man. I said that thing's so cool, Gorney. That belongs on a wall. You know what I mean? Somebody ought to print. I might even ask him to see if we can get a one of a print and put it in a frame. I'll put it on the wall out here because I mean that's really cool. Oh wow, man! Thanks, Turlo. You know what, man? Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. That's very cool of you, man. I appreciate you too, man. I really do. Thank you very much. That's really cool, dude. Anybody that just got here, I was telling people earlier, I got a new sticker made. All right. So it's kind of fun. My friend that drew the car, my buddy that drew this one, he also drew this one for me. And I just got my 3-inch circle. We wanted die cuts, but I buy what's on sale. When Sticker Mule says, "Look, I'll give you 50 of these for half price," I buy them because I like giving them to you guys. So anybody that's already they think they got all my stickers. I got another one now. So you got incentive to continue playing the number guess game, if that matters. And he also, Sticker Mule, I bought one shirt. This is a 101 for $9. How can you go wrong, right? Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Yeah, my buddy, anybody that ever needs any artwork done, I'll turn you on to him. He's old school though. So, like when he sent me this picture, I had him running through the filters and then I just pulled it off the internet. It's like, you know what I mean? And then when I asked for, it's on a white background, so it would have been square. So I asked the t-shirt company to die cut it onto the shirt so that it wasn't just a big white square. You know what I mean? And I think they did a pretty good job. That was just with one little paragraph. Thought it come out pretty cool. If I ever make it big, I'll already have a merch list. Oh. Not that we ever will, but you know the deal. Kim's heels 3-inch. Now, Kim wears flats these days. We're older. We're not old, but we're older. I don't know if any of you guys saw the thumbnail, but that's Chaz's bike. So anybody has anything cool they want to send me, I'll make it our thumbnail on a Friday Night Live. I put it out there a couple weeks. I'd like to see some more like sticker boards. Take a picture of your sticker board. I'll put it up for a live. Like I said, I'm going to ask Gorney if I could use that picture he put on Instagram for next week because I really like that picture. Hey, what's going on? Cody made it. Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah. Sticker Mule. They sent me a deal. They're like, "We'll sell you one shirt for $9." I'm like, "Okay, throw this on it." So I thought that was pretty cool of them. And then they're saying, "Well, while you're at it, we got 3-inch round stickers for X amount, half price." I'm like, "Okay, give me 50 of them." So I got a new sticker to throw in with the magnets and the other stickers. That way, anybody that's already won the prize still has incentive to play. You're not old, hon. You're not old, not yet. We're still kids. Hey, send them over. If you got something cool, if you think it's cool, Turlo, then I'm going to think it's cool and we'll put it on there. You know what I mean? Like I said, this week coming up, I'm going to ask Gorney if he'll let me use his picture. But if and the rest of you guys just send something over and I'll put it up there. Chaz sent me his bike and whammo, it's up there. That's the only one I got this week. Yeah, that's yep. That's Chaz's over at Puglisi Speed Shop. He showed it a couple times, you know. I got to watch Chaz's video. I just saw, I was at the wedding whenever, and I looked down, I got an alert that somebody posted in the group, and I looked in there, and it's Chaz. I got another video to watch. He's going to tell me a story about a tattoo on his arm in a car, and I'm going to watch it. Yo, Pap, thanks for coming in, man. Yeah, you need to win. Come on, you got to win. You got to be quick, though. These guys are fast. I'm going to make one rule around that because it ain't, you have to wait till I say go before you're allowed to guess. Even Kim said, you got to make it fair. You got to make them wait until you say go. But I try to wait till like right around the half hour mark. And then it's however many people are in the room when I look up. Like right now, there's 27 people. So it would be a number between 1 and 27. Well, now it's 26. Whatever that number says, whenever it's time on my screen, whatever that number says, that's what it is. And I always try to have the number generator fairly close by on my phone so I can do it and be fair about it. All right. Go back in here. I don't know, Turlo. I guess I got to be more interesting. I would love to have more people. I really would, man. It would make it a lot more fun, you know. But I'm happy with the people we got, you know. I made a lot of new friends in here. I look forward to seeing every single person's name in here that's in here. You know what I mean? Every week. And sometimes we add more. Sometimes a guy will leave for a while and then drift back in, and that's cool. Yeah, we're not guessing yet, fellas. None of your guesses count until I say go when the contest starts. But you guys can pretend to guess. I don't know what all these numbers are. I'm not even looking at them. We haven't played the game yet. I turned 50. I turned 52 in April. And Kim's a little bit older than me, but not much. She looks younger than me. She's had a little bit easier paper route than I've had, but she'll tell you otherwise. But you know, yeah, we're all the same age. No, Henry. When I announce the contest and then say go, but I have not announced the contest yet. See, Howie, I look at you on Facebook and you don't look 63. Yeah, I'm not buttering you up or nothing. You do not look that old. But hey, that means you're taking good care of yourself, man. That's all right. I've never seen you yet, Bob. I've seen your brother a couple times, and maybe you should go over and get in a video with Rick so I can see you, get a look at you. Go over there and help your brother with that car for a day. You know, you guys make a video. That's all right. You know what? You're old. You're an old soul, though, Cody. You like the same kind of stuff we like. You know what I mean? You're an old soul in a young man's body. Somebody's got to carry the torch for these old cars. Can everybody guess my age? I guess if I had to take a guess at your age, I'd say about 36. Jason, 36, 37 range, somewhere in the 30s. You're past 35, I think. You're about 35 to 38, somewhere in there. Am I close? Oh my goodness. 46. See, you're doing it, you're doing something right. You're putting that beauty cream on or something, you know what I mean? I'll tell you, man, I look in the mirror and this thing gets grayer and grayer. I look at it from the side and I'm like, after a video, I'll be like, ooh, I'll go down there and I'll put some of that Just for Men in there and make me feel young, you know what I mean? I let the video tell the tale. Uh-oh, it's time to put some dye in there. You're going the wrong way, Henry. That's great, man. That's pretty good. I told you guys, right? There's somebody that was watching my videos. He actually lives 5 blocks from here. He's going to stop over tomorrow to look at the car. He wants to see it. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think because there's a couple of local car show groups that I'm involved with on Facebook, and I think I post a couple videos of the car in there, and I think that's how he saw it. See, you make a new friend. Throw a video on there, and you make a new friend. You don't say that out loud. Let's see here. All right, guys. It's that time. A number between 1 and 27. Go. See, now the contest started, Henry. I did say the contest, and I said go. Between 1 and 27. Ooh, they're flying in there now. Up, Grady, Mr. Be Real. Number 9, Grady, Mr. Be Real. Number 9. Kim double check, but I believe Grady. Number 9, Mr. Be Real. So Grady will be the first non-BW household owner of the new sticker. Plus, he'll have another 3-inch BW round, a die-cut car, and 2 magnets, 2 refrigerator magnets. That way you can hang stuff up on the fridge or stick it on a side of your car. And if you get mad at me, you can take it off and it won't hurt a thing because it's not adhesive. It's a magnet. All right. Very good. Yo, Gordy, hey. Gordie Howe. Oh, man, he's old. All right. Is he still living? Gordie Howe? He's still alive, right? Did I see Andy, when was the video? Because I did not watch your last video yet. We were just talking about that a while ago. I get a little bit behind sometimes. The bullseye's right behind me, Turlo. I'm ashamed to admit I don't have it ready yet, but it is right here. I've had it sitting on a weight. I got to take a couple minutes. I got my sticker from my rear on here because I haven't peeled it off yet, and I was trying to save the sticker. But here it is. I still have it. I know I have to do it, but I'm incredibly busy the last couple weeks, and I keep on kicking myself for not doing it yet. But I'm going to force it to happen. I'm going to make it happen this week. Ooh, last week. I still have, look here. Kim even brought it up, and I mentioned to her when I get the Hot Rod Black in the gun, I got Grady's toolbox down here because we showed it. I cleaned it, I painted it, but it's too bright. And but it's got a hammered look to it. And I'm wondering what it would look like, maybe I'll shoot it with the Hot Rod Black when I shoot the dash and the rest of the stuff. We'll see. We'll see how much paint I got. I bought a quart of the DP90, right? So it's a 2-to-1. And then I got to put a half of reducer in it. And I got 60-degree reducer because it's getting cooler. And so that'll make, almost 2 quarts, not quite, 1 3/4 quarts, maybe somewhere around there, my math. And I got the same amount of the Hot Rod Black, so DP90 Hot Rod Black. So I'll just treat this paint as a primer and just shoot it with Hot Rod Black and see what it looks like. We'll see. Strange Brew. That's an oldie. Yo, did you guys hear that stuff today? Something I read on the internet about Alec Baldwin. He prop gun, and he killed somebody with a prop gun by somebody. I don't know. Was it a real bullet in there, or was there shrapnel that came out of the blank? I didn't read the whole story, but I read somewhere that somebody got killed on the set of that movie Rust with a prop gun. Isn't that how Jet Li died? The Kung Fu guy. Hurry up and pee. Carry your phone with you, Pat. That way you can still listen while we're talking. Just don't just don't pee on your phone. Yeah, Brandon Lee. Yeah, that's what it was. One of them. I knew one of them died that way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Brandon Lee. Yeah. Yeah. I saw some. I mean, I saw something about it. That was pretty wild. I'm like, holy crap, man. That's nuts. I mean, they got to do so. I mean, you shouldn't have somebody dying from that on a movie set. Did somebody sneak a real bullet in there? I don't know. I mean, how does that happen? Well, they're going to have to figure it out. I mean, I guess if they find a real bullet, then somebody actually stuck a bullet in there, you know? Yeah. Who was the third one, Andy? Who was the other one? Okay, it was Brandon Lee. This lady that some oh, I didn't read the story, so I'm not going to say the name. Steven Seagal killed Jet Li's carrier. That, see, I didn't know that. Two real bullets. So somebody snuck them bullets in there. Now, whether it was somebody on a movie set or some evil person, that loads the boxes for the blanks, but still, it's somebody's job to check what they're putting into these prop guns. I would assume that somebody has a job that, okay, I got to load this gun up. You're going to put real bullet. You're going to know the difference between a real bullet. Oh, this mosquito. You're going to know the difference between a real bullet and a blank. At least I would think you would. You would see the bullet on the end. And I think the blanks, don't they just crimp the brass over? I don't know. It's crazy stuff. Uh, yeah, I heard that before too, Rick. If you're too close to the packing, crazy. That's all right. One. Mine, I still got a half of one. Maybe I should crack them beans back open. Give me an excuse to finish my beer. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, that was a good one. Mm. That's what I mean, Brian. That shouldn't happen. A bunch of people, multitude of people aren't doing their job, and they should be at least charged with negligence. Somebody died, you know. Don't be going down none of them rabbit holes, dear. I wish they'd start making more of those forensic files. I've seen them all like 10 times. So I don't even want to watch it anymore. It's like the guy's voice is like fascinating. You fall asleep to that. See, crime scene investigations. But we've seen them all. I know you guys have seen them as many times as I have. I wish they'd make some new ones. They were supposed to. That stuff will suck you in, man. I think we were talking, what was it, a week or two ago? You watch too much YouTube, man. You're watching the suggested videos, you start clicking. Next thing you know, one of my favorite videos is not even a car, or one of my favorite channels is not even a car channel anymore. It's that Hoof GP guy. I don't know why. I just watch this guy clean this freaking cow's hoof or horn. He calls it the horn. Whatever. Fascinating stuff. He's got over 1 million people. He's rich now, dude. He's made it. He made it. You get 1 million subscribers on YouTube, you made it. Look at Vice Grip Garage. He's almost there. He's going to have a day with Derek. I don't know. I mean, my car's more of a project car. I think he's looking for something that's out back and all beat up or something. But maybe I'll enter anyway. Come finish my car. Oh, excuse me. Andy, maybe there are new ones now. I haven't seen any unsolved files. Mountain Men, Roadkill. Ugh. I haven't yet, Andy. I'm thinking, I started to, but I got to do it on the computer because I got more pictures on the computer than I had on my phone. But I don't think, it's like one of them things. I got the stuff. I got to slap it in there, but it's like, yeah, I'd love to have them over. It'd be pretty cool. That's cool. That's cool, Chaz. Like I said, I was thinking about entering. Yeah, I know. But it's like, dude, I really like Vice Grip Garages, and I like his show, and I like him, and it's like he's really cool. He reviewed our car. The only reason I even signed up for the thing last year was so just to see if I could get him to look at my car, and he did, and he said nice stuff. So if I ever see him at a track, I'm just going to throw him the keys. I already told him, go for a rip, man. Yeah, Roadkill's cool. He's big, man. Yo, Brent McLovin, Blue Yellow. What's going on? Thanks for coming in, buddy. You're a little late, but it's better late than never. I just was showing everybody. I'll get it on here. And Grady's the one that won the very first new sticker from BW's Garage. So you got a reason to play the guessing game again because now they got a sticker you don't have yet. But thanks for coming in, brother. I don't think he would do that to somebody else's car one. I'm talking about going for a rip down the track. That'd be all right. I'd be all right with him. I'm pretty sure whatever he did, he'd make it right. Seems like a really good dude. Yeah, I saw that Turlo. Hold on a minute. I don't know if I want to put a number on it or not. I might. I saw a car, and it was more of a stock car, like the old stock cars, but it had the glass, but the color scheme and everything was pretty cool, and it had like an old, like in the I guess you want to say the 40s or whatever, the racers they used to have their number. It was inside of a double round circle, and I saw one that had that with 55 in it, and I thought that would be pretty cool. But it's probably like I saw it on that style car, so it's been done to that degree. I've never seen it on a gasser, so I don't know. You know, I'm going to have. There's already going to be digits on the car. It's like up front. I'm going to have the stripe going on the side of the hood. Kim's gonna. She doesn't know all yet, but she's the one painting all that on. I'm going to have the cubic inch, the 468 CI, excuse me. I haven't decided that yet either. So sometimes what people will do is they'll put 468 CI for cubic inch, but sometimes they'll do, the BBC for big block Chevy. So it's up in the air. Do I want to do the big block Chevy? I think I want to do the cubic inch. Um, so there'll be digits on the car. Will I actually number the car? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't even really given that much thought. I know that my car is Sad News. That's the name of the car. But I love what Kim come up with about the drop in the bucket. So at some point, I'm thinking about asking my art buddy to draw like a poor kid with a busted out shoe that has like his big toe sticking out, flipping a coin into a wooden bucket or something, something like that. I just tell him some insane thing I just told you guys, and he'll draw something up, and it'll be really cool. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about anyway. Down the road, and then something like that. I would have like a vinyl shop make that, and then I would buy the negative, because I put the negative on. Like I said, when it comes to the details and decals on my car, other than the stickers from my friends on my windows, anything on the steel is going to be painted with pinstripe paint like this, because it's old school. That's what I want. I don't want some vinyl wrapping stuff. But so what I would do is I'd get a really cool picture like that, like a poor kid flipping the thing, and have a picture of it too. And then you put the negative on the car, and then paint it with pinstriping paint, pull the negative off and fill it all in using a picture, just that's my thinking anyway. It's like if you look at some of Tinberg's stuff, like that Bird of Prey, really zoom in, look that car up on Google when you get time. It's called the Bird of Prey. It's a Ford Thunderbird that they turned into a gasser, and then they had it painted with a professional artist paint the graphics on the car. And when you really zoom in, if I was to zoom in on like the door here where Kim did the birds and stuff, you can actually see the brush strokes, stuff like that. That's just old school. That's just badass. To me, that's badass stuff. Excuse the language. Try not to cuss. But that's my speed. That's my style. That's what I like. That's why I was like, Kim's like, "Do you really want this?" And I said, "Yes, that's how I want the car." I'm gonna have her paint something cool. We don't even know what. Something cool on the lid for the dash for the glove box cover. I want something cool on there. No, Jason, not that kind. Not that. Big block Chevy. But I catch your drift. Yeah, I know, Puglisi. I know all about that. I'm getting it from everybody. I know. I got it from one. I understand. Believe me, I know. I know. I said I think I'm going with CI for that reason. But you can't even call it big. People try to shame you out of a really cool thing like Big Block Chevy, because what else that could stand for? But I'm rated G. My channel is rated G, so I don't think that way in public. You guys crack me up, man. Yeah, I read that article, Jason. It's killer, isn't it? 1,000 horsepower from the factory. And you know what? They're doing it on the cusp of all this push for electric. That was another big. It's like Chevy don't give a shit, man. They know we want go fast stuff that makes a lot of noise. They're like, here, buy this. If I had lots of money, I'd buy that right now. It's not even for sale yet. It's supposed to be released at SEMA this year. And then shortly thereafter, it's going to go on sale. And all of our, I want to say, brethren that have lots and lots of money, they're going to be in line to buy them first. So some of us might have to buy them blown up and read. Yep. See, we all read the exact same article. We're all on the same page. 830 foot-pounds of torque, 1,000 horsepower. Are you kidding me? Bone stock from GM. Now, they did say these are specifically not for the track, not for the street, blah, blah, but come on, man. They're going on the road. I know it. You know it. Everybody knows it. I mean, look at Jeff Lutz. He's driving around. He's driving around with Pro Streets with Pennsylvania tags on them, and it's legal. It's got a horn. It's got lights. Right? Lick it and stick it, man. Yep. Yeah. Hey, Jason, listen, it's still good enough. You know, I had mine. I don't know if any of you guys watched the trailer for this live because they have that option now. So I'm throwing older videos up, whatever I could, dig up. I put the dyno test for my engine as the trailer for this live, and it made 500 horsepower on the stand. That's enough. Okay. People say, no. Dude, I got 456 gears. You have to be able to put that power to the ground. All right. I'm not a professional race car driver. As much as in my head I'd like to think I am, I'm not. Trust me. But I do want to go fast. I'm going to get a nice set of slicks. If it catches on the track, that's more than enough to lift the front tires. More than enough. You got 456 gears. If them slicks bite, that front end will come up and it's going to look really cool. I don't really give a shit what happens at the other end of the track. If I get a good picture with the front end of this car coming off the ground, do you know how happy I'd be? That picture on live would be right behind me at all times. And I'd remind everybody to look at it once in a while too, It's all about the thrill, man. There you go. Listen to Rick. Hey, Bob, go buy one of them 632s. Absolutely, she'll get down the street. Andy, I bet I will, and I'll be a happy camper anyway. I'm not professed to be a supercar driver, but I've done the racetrack a couple times and nothing outrageous. This is outrageous. If it catches, it's going to catch. Let's say when it catches, we'll see what happens. I just hope. See, my sister-in-law, she's a real good photographer. First time I take it to the track, I'll probably have to get her over there because if that thing comes off the ground, I'm going to want pictures. No, I don't want that, Jason. If you don't have the right parts, you'll burn the rings right up and everything else, and send a rod through the wall, and the one positive with nitrous, it does keep your engine cool, cools it down, but it shocks it. and I don't, I don't know much about this engine build. I know it's good because I sent it down to you guys seen it on the dyno. I bought that engine off of Craigslist, and rather than put it in my car and hope it works, I got it for a really good deal, thinking it would work because I went with my buddy to get it, and we had a bore scope. We took a plug out, and the top of the cylinders are brand new. And so, yeah, it was like take a chance. So I took it down to the engine shop. I let the engine man go over it, and I'm glad I did. He found a bunch of stuff. The track that around here is closest to me is down in Cecil County, the Speedway in Cecil County Dragway. It's about an hour away. Now, Atco was supposed to have shut down, Victor, but now they're saying they're going to stay open. In fact, in 2 weeks, my friend Mike invited me back over. I did the super stock video last year or the year before, and it's the thumbnail when he got his front end off the ground. My friend Michael from work. So I might go over and check it out. But yeah, Atco and Cecil County being first that I would go to. because it's in closeness, relatively to closeness to me. But yeah, the engine made decent numbers on the dyno. If you watch that video, 500 horsepower. I want to say I'd have to get the paper and bring it out, but it had 510 foot-pounds of torque at 3,200 RPMs. So it's healthy. It's you guys heard it run it, and every time you touch the gas, the whole car turns like this. So that's plenty. Now, would it be great to have a 632 with 1,000 horsepower? Sure, just to tell everybody I got a 632 with 1,000 horsepower. But in truth, the weight of this car, 500 horsepower with good gears, plenty. That was my point. Very cool. Very cool. You're out in what? You're in Indiana, aren't you, Victor? Or Chicago, not Chicago, but that area in that part of the world, right? You're out by Tinberg. You're not too far from him, if I remember correctly from Facebook. Yeah. Kristen, you ought to go. You know what I mean? We only live once. You ought to go. I was lucky when I went to Atco Southside. Yeah, Chicago. I think you're right by Tinberg then. I remember when I went to the track over at Atco with Michael. It was lucky because the super stockers were there because that's what he runs. But the nostalgic ones were there too. It was like I hit the jackpot. There was a 57 there, 57 Chevy. There was a 4-door 55 Chevy that a guy used to race back in the early 60s. And he retired and he retired the car. Well, his daughter seen it, loved it, and she's my son's age. She's like, Dad. So he got it going again. So she races it now, and they go as a family, the mother, the father, and the daughter, and they're really nice people, man. And it was like, it was like hitting a jackpot getting to go to see that. So I might do it again. I had a good time. I don't get out much. So yeah. I missed a lot of the chat running my gums most of the night. So I'm going to have to go back and watch just to read, make sure I didn't miss any cool comments. If I missed any questions, I'm sorry. Email me. I'll answer it in email. I always answer my emails unless I can't understand them. And then I hand Kim the phone and she answers the email. she interprets it and then answers. One of us will answer you, I promise. I know, and I haven't, and I'm kind of disappointed too. The guy's name is Tim, and I thought he got back to me by now, and he hasn't. And I don't want to pester him, but I'm gonna give it a little more time, and then I'm gonna ask again. But he told me he thought it was already gone. See, his grandmother owned that property, and my friends rented that property from her and built that little house on there. And then when they left, I think they lost the rights to everything, and I think somebody come in and took it. I can't guarantee. He told me he thought it was gone. And I said, "Are you sure? Who would have pulled it out of there?" He goes, Brian, I don't even know for sure. He says, "Next time I'm down there, I'll look." And I haven't talked to him since. And I only talked to him through Facebook. I haven't actually talked to him face to face in 20 years, 25 years, maybe more. It's been a while. I don't think there's much left to it if it's Air One. It wasn't much left to it when I had it. I know the engine melted. I know it had a pickaxe hole about this big in the roof. But hey, look, man, we're at 59 minutes. So I'm going to use this last minute to tell you guys goodbye, tell you how much fun I had talking to everybody this week. It was a close one for us to get here. It's kind of cool running it a little bit late tonight, but I'm glad you guys still made it, man. That's pretty darn cool, I had to rearrange my schedule and you guys came along, and that's pretty decent of you, and I really appreciate it. And I thank you, because this stuff, man, this keeps me going. Sometimes you do these long projects. Like my car should be a lot further along than it is, but it's where it's at. And to stay motivated and stuff like that, just talking to you guys, I'm like, well, what are we gonna do next? So it helps, and I appreciate everybody. You know, I want everybody to have a great weekend. I want everybody to have a great week. All right. I really appreciate everybody. And we'll talk to you again next Friday, regular time, 8:30. Till then, take care, everybody.